1 2, check 1 2, live and direct. Geno Giovanni here, and I was just live earlier, but I forgot to push the microphone button on here. So, first time doing a live in a long time, and yeah, did a big old goof right there. But anyway, this is about the Superman review. I just saw Superman last Saturday, thought it was great. No, not like the greatest film I've ever seen or greatest superhero film I've ever seen, but I must say though it was very entertaining. If you're going to see it, or if you have seen it and you haven't seen it in Adobe, go see it in Adobe. The sound and visual is just bar none. Like you feel like you're on like a roller coaster. It's fantastic. I've never jumped so much in a movie theater before. But let's dive right into it and let's see what's going down here. First of all, the box office numbers. They pulled in $125 million domestically, with $95 million coming in internationally, coming in at a grand total of $220 million worldwide. That's per Box Office Mojo and Deadline. This is DC's biggest debut since the Batman in 2022, and with a $225 million budget, as well as $100 million in marketing. That seems kind of low, but good for them. And they're on track to hit a $500 million goal, fueled by killer word of mouth. And we're going to get into that later. Critics and fans are mostly loving it. Rotten Tomatoes giving it an 82% critic score. That is the high, hasn't been that high since the 1978 original, and a 95% audience score, and that's based on 2,500 ratings per Rotten Tomatoes. Metacritic's giving it at 68 over 100. They're saying that it's solid, but it's not groundbreaking. And fans, especially younger ones, are eating it up with a 28% of the opening crowd under 25. So this movie is going to have legs, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see what happens this weekend, and it'll probably give Fantastic Four a little edge for its money there. So what's the story? Dave Corenswet, Clark Kent, juggles his Kryptonian roots and Daily Planet reporter life in Metropolis. Lex Luthor, played by Nicholas Hoult, tries to tank Superman's rep with a smear campaign and a fictional war between, and good thing that these countries don't exist because I would butcher the names, but Borovia and Jarpanpur. Think geopolitical with no direct real-world tie, test his resolve. Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, and heroes like Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, and Green Lantern's Guy Gardner, different Green Lantern in this one, round out a stat cast. It's less original story, more deep dive into Superman's heart, and that's per IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes saying that. But what's the overall big message in the movie? Hope and kindness. James Gunn, the director and also writer, he paints Superman as an immigrant, a Kryptonian raised on Earth, pushing empathy in critical world. It sparked some heat by conservative right-wing media. Critics like Dean Cain on Outkick expressed that it was, quote, woke, which, by the way, this movie is not woke whatsoever. I understand, because James Gunn came out in the before the movie came out and said something kind of interesting and made us all kind of think like, oh, great, here we go again. But no, this movie's not political like that. The only political part in it is really just the geopolitical war. That's it. Everything else is more either on like a kaiju level, which is like, fighting like a big old monster, or a cosmic level, which is like, okay, aliens and so forth, or it's even got some universe stuff in it, and some low ground kind of character building there. But actually, that's the other thing too, is that the character building in it could have been a lot better when it comes to all the other characters who are not Superman. But anyways, yeah. So anyway, where was I? Fans vibe with a more lighter escape tone, a shift from Zack Snyder's dark Superman, and resonating with A minus by Cinema Score. So that's pretty cool. Um, why did Gunn go this route? Well, basically, while rebooting the DCE or the DCU as a co-head of the new studio, aimed to making Superman relatable. Let's remember that. Counter superhero fatigue, which there is no such thing as superhero fatigue, and set a hopeful tone for what's next, like Supergirl in 2026. She makes a cameo appearance at the end. Uh, and his cinephile eye spotting Corenswet and Pearl and a knack for character-driven stories as IGN notes shine through. The immigrant angle ties to Superman's root and with Boravia and Jarpanpur conflict adds modern relevance without being preachy per Deadline. Warner Brothers' David Zaslav already praising Gunn's vision per the Hollywood Reporter. They're looking at doing another Superman, but that's probably going to be a few years down the road. That's just rumor, by the way. In short, Superman hits blending nostalgia, optimism, and a fresh start for DC. It's not perfect. Some critics wanted more in depth, but with a spinoff like Mr. Terrific rumored and Green Lantern, it's a bold first step. That's the thing, too. Again, just going back to that, a lot of characters just seem very one-dimensional, and they have and a lot of those other characters of Mr. Terrific, the Green Lantern, Hawk Girl. I think they all came over. Even John Cena's um, character came over from his show on HBO, and that was something Peacemaker. I didn't expect that to happen, which is kind of funny because then it's like, okay, is Peacemaker this particular Peacemaker in the DCEU and the DCU? Like they could have, or they got some explaining to do on that front. But look, this movie's not woke. It's entertaining. The sound and visual quality is awesome. If you want to go and kind of have a nostalgia of like the old Saturday morning cartoons, of like Super Friends, or if you're fans of like the comics from way back in the day when it's called Action Comics, then this movie is for you. Or you know what? It's also for anybody that just wants to just kind of zone out and just see something different that they haven't had in a long time. DC has gone like this serious route for years. And it's good that they actually have done something different. Now, is it for kids? Not exactly. There's some questionable scenes in there, and there's quite a bit of cursing. Just the S word. That's right. I said it like that. But other than that, though, it's worth seeing. And if you want to have if you're whether you're a superhero fan or if you're not a superhero fan, it's also good for a good laugh too, as well. The dialogue's a little cornbally, but it's more of kind of relate again, going back to like the comics or like the old TV shows. It's totally worth it. Go check it out. I recommend it. Is it the greatest Superman film? No, but it's actually kind of up there, and it's well, it's a good breath of fresh air. Because someone who's more of a Marvel fan, they used to be like a big DC fan, but as the years went by, just didn't get into the movies. I thought Marvel was better. So now it's kind of a little bit of Marvel in this film, kind of per going by like what I was saying earlier, and it just makes it more fun. So anyway, that's my review of Superman. Hope the sound came out this time, and hope to hear from you soon. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of the movie. Have you gone and seen it? Do you like it? Did you not like it? Did the characters work for you? Did the actors work for you? Did the story work for you? Did you go see it in Adobe? Awesome if you did. No one's really been bringing that up, but you should. Anyway, talk to you soon. Hope all is well. Hope to do more of these streams and hope to get better at it too. Late.